It's a match to remember as the Crusaders take on the Panthers next on Quiz Kids.
It's the Bay Area Quiz Kids. And now, the best host on the West Coast, Brad Friedman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Quiz Kids, and here are the two teams that have promised me a match to remember. Over here, we have the Archbishop Riordan Crusaders. And for the first time this season, we have the Burlingame High School Panthers. Welcome, gentlemen. Let's get started right away with the first toss-up question. Here we go. They included sessions held as Galesburg, Alton, and Quincy, and the loser went on to become president. These famous debates were held in 1858 between which two candidates? Isaac.
Abraham Lincoln and Stephen Douglas.
That is right, for 25 points. The Lincoln-Douglas debates were held in which state? Your answer?
Illinois.
That is right. And for 50, Lincoln debated Douglas as both were running for what office?
Senator.
You got 50 points. Here's your next toss-up question. This man was hit with an axe at the Battle of the Granicus, but his life was saved by Cletus the Black. Name this Macedonian general nicknamed the Great, who defeated, yes, Evan.
Alexander the Great.
That is right. For 25 points, victory at Issus helped Alexander conquer this empire ruled by the Achaemenid dynasty.
Persia.
That is right. And for 50 points, Darius III was killed by the usurper Bessus, who held this position in Bactria. This term refers to the governor of a province of the Persian Empire.
General.
Oh, I wish you'd known that. I think it's pronounced satrap. Here's your next toss-up question. The force on a particle in a magnetic field is given by this quantity times the cross product of velocity and magnetic field. What's this quantity that is negative for an electron? Drew.
Mass?
No. You can steal it, guys, and you can talk it over for a sec. Brian, your answer?
Charge.
That is right. For 25 points, the SI unit of charge is named for which scientist whose namesake law gives the electrostatic force between 2-point charges?
A Coulomb.
That is right. And for 50 points, in SI units, Gauss's law equates this quantity through a closed surface to the enclosed charge divided by the permittivity of free space. No answer?
No.
We're looking for flux. Next toss-up. One American architect worked for Adler and Sullivan while living in Chicago's Oak Park suburb, the Robie House, and Tokyo's Drew.
Frank Lloyd Wright.
That is right. For 25 points, Wright also designed which residence in Pennsylvania's Allegheny Mountains that's cantilevered over a waterfall?
Falling Water?
Correct. And for 50 points, Wright gave which Welsh poet's name to his East and West studios in Wisconsin and Arizona? Gentlemen, your answer?
No.
It's Taliesin. Taliesin. All right, let's take a break and meet our teams. Hi, Crusaders and Evan Fontin. You want to start a company.
Yes, I've had interest in defense contracting for a long time, and I feel that the safety of our soldiers is a big priority that's been overlooked by our military spending.
Okay, are you planning to do this during high school or after?
Not quite. I'm planning to go to university and then to make contacts and create the company afterwards.
Good luck to you. Brian Conway, you would like to study genetics.
Yes, I would like to study genetics and bioengineering at the University of California, Davis.
You got into a good school for that. Congratulations on getting into Davis, and good luck to you there, Brian. Isaac Mai, you have a hobby of playing many musical instruments. You enjoy that, huh?
Yes, I like to explore different instruments.
So what do you play?
Currently, I play the clarinet, the euphonium, and the violin.
You should try figuring out how to play those together and come in and entertain us. It'll be better than a whole game of Quiz Kids.
I will.
Good luck to you. Burlingame Panthers, welcome to our show. Jacob Cohen, you take part, does your team take part in Knowledge Masters?
Yeah, we take part in Knowledge Masters.
And you said you recently had a strange question. What was that question?
Yeah, we had a question, how deep is Mark Twain? And it's 12 feet. The depth of the boat that he put his name after.
That's right. Mark Twain comes from his journeys down the Mississippi River. So that makes sense to me. It's not strange at all. Elliot Kane, you play basketball?
Yes, sir.
You had some good news?
Yeah, we earlier in our season, we beat Sarah by 1 point.
And that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that. Drew Ehrlich, you're on the tennis team.
Yes, I play doubles, and I'm really happy with how the team's been doing. We've won a couple games, but we've also lost. So I think we're on the road to a good
You're
season.
evening out. Well,
Yeah.
have a good season. All right, gentlemen, let's go back and play some more Quiz Kids. Here is your next toss-up question. This 1922 novel by Marjorie Williams is about a toy that eventually becomes real. The title, yes, Evan.
Pinocchio?
No. The title character is a rabbit made from what silky cotton fabric? Gentlemen, you can talk it over, unless you know it.
Is it the Velveteen Rabbit?
That is the Velveteen Rabbit. For 25 points, Joel Chandler Harris told the story of how Brer Rabbit got into a fight with what trapped figure that became stuck to him?
Is it a lion?
No, it was a tar baby. It was made out of tar by Brer Fox and Brer. You don't even want to know. Here's your next toss-up question. It was led by the Society of Righteous and Harmonious Fists. Foreign troops marched to Beijing in 1900 to suppress which rebellion? Brian.
The Boxer Rebellion.
Correct. For 25 points, the Boxer Rebellion took place during which last Chinese dynasty?
The Qin dynasty.
The Qin Dynasty.
That is correct. And for 50 points, which last emperor of China later became the Japanese-backed puppet ruler of Manchukuo? Your answer. You've really got to get these last answers because they're trying to trap me with the pronunciation today. You don't know, do you? I have to say it. It's Puyi. Sure, it's Puyi. I hope he's not mad at me. Next toss-up. It's named for a German mathematician. What do we call the mathematical curiosity that consists of a loop of paper that appears to have only one side? Yes, Drew.
Is it a Mobius strip?
That is right. For 25 points, a Mobius strip is formed by rotating one end of a paper strip by how many degrees before taping it to the other end? You can talk it over.
180?
Yeah, you don't need them. For 50 points, Drew and friends. Stepping outside three-dimensional space to glue two Mobius strips together along their edges produces what closed surface with no inside or outside?
Is it a loop?
No, it's a Klein bottle. Klein bottle. Here's your next toss-up. The Queen of Sheba visited this king of Israel, known for his wisdom. Who was this successor of King David, credited with writing, yes, Brian?
Solomon.
That is right. For 25 points, Sheba, like the kingdom of Aksum, is most commonly said to have been part of which modern-day African country that contains the headwaters of the Blue Nile?
Egypt.
No, Ethiopia. And that is the end of the round. 135 for Archbishop Reardon, 60 for Burlingame, and we'll be right back. Don't go away. Welcome back, and here we are with the coaches for both teams. Let's give them a big hand. First, from Archbishop Reardon, Mr. John Albach. And from Burlingame, Mr. Dave Sullivan. Thank you, gentlemen, so much. Let's give you guys one last chance here, Burlingame, to catch up. There are 7 clues in each of 3 categories, and the value is 30. And you just need to pick a category for me, and if you can answer all those questions, we'll see if you can take the lead from Reardon. The categories today are number 1 in the field, letter perfect, and pulling rank. Which category would you like?
Pulling rank.
Pulling rank. Okay. All the answers in these questions are or contain the names of ranks in the U.S. Army. Okay? They match ranks in the U.S. Army. Ready? Keep out, it's this kind of property.
Oh, private?
That's right.
Yeah.
Now you got it, see? I'm not going to say what rank is this. All right. It's not that easy. Gavin Newsom holds this office.
Major.
No, he's the Lieutenant Governor of California, our state. On Quiz Kids, it's the player in the middle.
The captain.
That's right. Harlan Sanders was a Kentucky one of these.
Oh, Colonel?
Colonel Sanders, that's right. A spanking is this kind of punishment.
General. No.
Oh, no, it's corporal punishment. This person has the power to remove unruly members from the Senate floor. Your answer, guys?
Executive.
No, it's the Sergeant at Arms. And finally, he preceded Tony Blair as British Prime Minister.
Cameron?
It was John Major. Okay, you guys got 3 right. You have a score of 150. So you did get ahead of them. They, however, only need 1 correct answer to win this game. Okay? Would you like number 1 in the field, gentlemen, or letter perfect?
Letter perfect.
All right. Which single letter of the alphabet will fill in the answer for this question, okay? Which single letter of the alphabet was combined with U in Latin?
A.
No, it was V. Maybe you're going to win. You never know. Okay. Which single letter of the English alphabet is the only flat note in the F major key signature? Mr. Musician? Mr. I play many instruments?
A.
Your answer?
A.
No, it's B. Which single letter of the English alphabet indicates a strike in bowling?
X.
You win the game. Congratulations, Reardon. Thank you, Burlingame. We'll see you guys in another show, and we will be right back with another match. Don't go away. Are back, and we have 2 new teams up on stage with us. First, the Griffins of the Air from Crystal Springs. And the Vikings on the Sea from Mills High School. See what I did there? Anyway, let's start, gentlemen and ladies. Oh my gosh, we're evenly matched here too, which is very cool. Here's your first toss-up question. During the 4th century, a nomadic people from the Asian steppes migrated into Europe. Andrew.
The Huns.
That is right. For 25 points, which king of the Huns, who died in 453, was known as the Scourge of God?
Attila.
That is right. And for 50 points, in June 451, the Huns lost at Chalon to a coalition of Romans. And which barbarians who had sacked Rome in 410 under Alaric?
The Goths.
Can I accept that? No, I need more.
The Visigoths.
That is right. The Vikings know it so well. But the Crystal Springs applicants get 50 points. Here's your next toss-up in which you all can play. The protagonist of this story might be mistaken for some scarecrow eloped from the cornfield. Name the story in which the schoolmaster Ichabod Crane competes. Andrew.
The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Right, for 25 points. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow was written by this early American author of Rip Van Winkle.
Washington Irving.
Correct. And for 50 points, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow was published in 1820 as part of this collection, which also includes The Art of Bookmaking. Let us know what that is, Mr. Andrew McMillan.
Poor Richard's Almanac.
Nope. The Sketchbook of Geoffrey Crayon, Gentleman. Here's your next toss-up. Their strength is increased by the insertion of dielectrics. Elliot.
Capacitors.
Correct. For 25 points, capacitance is measured in what SI unit equal to a coulomb per volt?
Farad.
Right. And for 50 points, what early form of capacitor has foil coating glass surfaces to store static electricity?
Leyden jar.
You got 50 points. Here is your next toss-up. It's poetically described as looking over harbor and city on silent haunches.
Fog.
Julia. That is right, Fog. For 25 points, Fog was written by which poet who also described Chicago as city of the big shoulders? You can talk it over.
Sandburg.
Carl Sandburg is right. And for 50 points, the speaker of which other Sandburg poem says, pile the bodies high at Waterloo and Gettysburg and promises to cover all?
Never heard of it.
Your answer?
No answer.
It is grass. Grass. Let's take a break and meet our players. First, the Griffins. Hi, Annabelle Tao. We're going to talk about crew.
Yes.
You just recently were on the stage crew for your school show.
Yeah, it was Lucky Stuff.
Yeah, and you're on the deck crew, so you move furniture around and stuff.
Yeah.
How'd the show go?
Went pretty well.
Good, glad to hear it. Andrew McMillan, let's talk about crew, but the rowing kind of crew.
Different kind of crew,
Because
yeah.
every once in a while you like to remind us that you get in a boat. and-
Yeah, every once in a while. I just actually going to Tufts this fall. They recruited me for crew actually, and
So you are going to do Tufts?
Yes, I
well,
am.
Well, that's even bigger news than crew. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Elliot Owen, you're on the robotics team, and you guys did really well.
Yes, we were the #1 rookie seed out of 59 top teams in the Bay Area. We accrued a lot of experience this season and managed to put it to good work, and we did very well.
That's 85 extra points for the pun for Elliot Owen. Congratulations, Elliot. Mills Vikings, Jenny Shen. We had Isaac in our last match who plays a lot of instruments. So do you. What's your latest?
I've recently picked up the ukulele.
You picked up the ukulele.
Yeah.
It's not as good a pun, but you're getting there. How long have you been playing?
Not very long, just a couple of weeks.
Well, good luck to you. Please don't bring it here. Jason Chun, you are a news editor for the school journalism class,
the
and you recently
Thunderbolts.
put out an April Fool's issue.
We did. So our main article was about one of the popular teachers retiring, and apparently a lot of people missed the star that indicated it was an April Fool's article. So they got
now
upset.
He can't come back. That's so sad. Julia Fearon, you're interested in evolutionary biology and singing. So I would like you to sing about evolutionary biology. Go.
Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I don't think I can do that right
And
now.
we're out of time. I'm so sorry. But those are two interesting things we could talk about later. All right, you guys, let's go back to the toss-up questions. This 19th century work contains the sections The Coming of Arthur and Merlin and Vivian. What's this group of 12 poems based on Arthurian legends? Elliot.
Tales of the Round Table?
No. You can steal Mills and you can talk it over for a minute.
Miss Bryce.
No, that's not it.
Jason?
Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court.
No, good guess, but it's The Idylls of the King.
Tennyson.
By Tennyson. Next toss-up. People would be much more tempted to go there if it had an attractive name. So thought Eric the Red when he named what? Yes, Andrew.
Greenland.
Correct. For 25 points, Eric's child was which voyager known as the Lucky?
Leif Erikson.
Leif Erikson, right. And for 50 points, on his voyage to America, Leif gave the newly discovered land which name, supposedly in reference to wild grapes found there?
Nova Scotia.
And your Andrew.
Vinland.
Vinland is right for 50 points. That was sweet how you checked with each other. Okay, next toss-up. In clinical trials, some patients report improvement even when they're not receiving, yes, Elliot.
Placebo.
Correct. For 25 points, by hiding the identities of treatment and placebo recipients from both the subjects and the experimenters, what type of clinical trial tries to minimize the placebo effect?
Double blind.
Right, and for 50 points, the opposite of the placebo effect is which effect, in which patients actually develop a negative reaction to the fake drug because they believe the drug will be harmful. I've never heard of this, but it's going to happen to me. I can tell you that right now. The nocebo effect. Nocebo effect. It's like, what is that going to do to me? Nothing? I bet. Next toss-up. The historian Suetonius wrote that he was stabbed 23 times. Jason.
Julius Caesar.
Right. For 25 points. Caesar's victory at Alesia completed his conquest of which ancient region that includes most of present-day France?
Gaul.
Correct. And for 50 points, Caesar ignited a civil war when he brought one of his legions to the Italian side of which river that marked the boundary of Gaul?
Oh, crap.
Talk it over.
The thing. Oh, crap. Rubicon. That sounds right.
Jason?
Rubicon.
The Rubicon is right for 50 points. Here's your next toss-up. Some of the rivers that flow into this bay include the Nervion and the Loire. What is this bay that borders France and Andrew?
Bay of Biscay.
Yes. For 25 points, which city on the Bay of Biscay lies at the mouth of the Nervion River and is the most populous city in the Basque Country?
Is it La Rochelle? No. La Rochelle?
No, it was Bilbao. Bilbao. Next toss-up. This acid is one of the components used to pickle stainless steel. What's this weak acid whose formula is HF? Jason?
Vinegar.
No, I'm sorry. You can steal. You could.
Hydrofluoric acid.
Hydrofluoric acid is correct. For 25 points, hydrofluoric acid is typically combined with which other acid to pickle stainless steel?
Hydrochloric acid.
No, it's combined with nitric acid. And that's the end of the round. Mills has 75. Crystal Springs has 220. I'm going to have a snack of pickled steel, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Let's give a big hand to the coaches for both teams. First from Crystal Springs, Kelly Sortino. And though he's not with us on stage today, he's with us in spirit from Mills High School, Mr. Grant Paul. Mills, it's up to you to choose the category. The questions will be worth 30 points today, and you need to get all those answers so you can take the lead from Crystal Springs. Today's categories are That Other Guy, Like the Sphinx, and the name is Jackson.
Like the Sphinx.
Like the Sphinx. All right. Give the common name of the animal that in Greek or Roman mythology is what I will describe, okay? Arachne was turned into this.
A spider.
That is right. This animal raised Romulus and Remus.
Wolf.
Correct. This animal had 3 heads and guarded Hades.
Dog. Wait.
Cerberus.
Dog.
Dog.
That is right. This is the animal that forms the lower body of a satyr.
A goat.
Correct. This animal was sacred to the goddess Athena.
Owl.
Right. This animal was given the 100 eyes of Argus.
Peacock.
Correct. And finally, this animal killed the handsome Adonis. You can talk it over.
Deer. A deer? A deer? Okay. Deer?
Your answer?
A deer.
No, it was a boar. But you did get 6 right. You have 255. You did take the lead. And now it's up to Crystal Springs to choose the category. That Other Guy or the name is Jackson.
The name is Jackson.
The name is Jackson. All right. Give the first names of these Americans with the surname Jackson. All right? He was the Confederate general shot at Chancellorsville.
Stonewall Jackson. Stonewall Jackson.
Yes, Stonewall Jackson. You just need this answer to win the game. This is the singer of Beat It and Billie Jean. Think about it. Talk it over.
God, who could that be?
I need your answer.
Michael Jackson.
You win the game. Well played. Well played, Mills. We'll see you guys next week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.